Welcome to Coach Hayes Football and the team. That's right. If you're here, that means you want to become a team member, and here's how you do it. Simply join up. There are 3 tiers. The first tier is the player tier. On this tier, you get to use special emojis as well as you will get member shoutouts. The second tier is the coach tier. Now, here's where you get prioritized in the comment section on live streams, discounted merchandise. You also will receive access to early videos and private videos. The third tier is the coordinators tier. This tier right here is where it gets really exciting. You get to skip the phone lines and be next automatically. Also, you can join me on the screen, right, during the live streams. You get to come on the screen and talk your talk. Also, we'll be watching some games together. So you'll get specialized and private links in order to watch the games with Coach live. Just a quick note, the higher the tier, you also get the perks that go below it. That's really exciting. So not only that you get the perks for that tier, but you get the ones that follow underneath as well. So don't hesitate. Go ahead, hit that join button, become part of the team with Coach Hayes, and become a player, coach, or coordinator. And I'm telling you, we're going to have a great time this season.
Sports fans are gearing up at Interstate Sports, your home for officially licensed fan gear. We have jerseys, custom frames, team signs, draft tumblers, and more. For every sports fan's needs, visit InterstateSportsGifts.com.
Take it back, take it back, take it back, take it back, slide, 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 you're gonna go live, slide, you're gonna go live, slide, you're gonna go live, slide, I like you got some skate, skates on, skates on, skate, I like you got on some 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 skate. For the jet, let's go. Pull off with you, slide ding, ride ding, dad ding, moving with you, drop it with you, time about the green light, let's go.
What's up, Kane Nation? Let me know everything looks good, sounds good, so we get this thing rocking and rolling, talking about my beloved Miami Hurricanes in the building. I'm waiting for the thumbs up. There it is. Brother Jay Blaze already off in here with the thumbs up. Appreciate y'all already up in here spamming the chat, as they call it. Brother Jay Blaze in here. T. Hines, the producer, up in here. T. Hines, I still ain't get that picture when Reggie bought that shirt. I want to send me a picture. I want to see what that shirt looked like. Let me see here. Everybody else. Let me do a quick roll call up here, especially to our members. Come on, man. We always got to start this thing off right with P-Lo in the building. Shout out to the best channel on YouTube, Coach Hayes Football. I appreciate it. Also, look at the producer. P-Lo, I just want you to know how much Coach appreciates you and always commenting that one day you weren't in the chat and he was looking for you. And that's the truth. P-Lo is like, you can't tease me, dog. You can't come in here and give the comment every time and then you miss. I'm sorry. So you got to watch every show. I'm putting it on you, man. All right. Susie Pink in the building in the draft. Listen, Susie, I was watching you, baby. I thought you had it yesterday, but that doggone Brother Jay Blaze came in at the end, boy. Came in at the end and got you. But Susie Pink killing it in the fantasy draft. I mean, in the fantasy league that we got going on. And, man, it's awesome. Look at that. LMV been a member for a month already. She in the building. Let me see here. Who else is here in the building so far as from a member part? Look at that. Come on, man. Daryl Page, always DP. Slow folk in here. Yo. When y'all see the UM logos and things like this, those are special emojis that members get to use. So if you want to become a member, you got to go ahead and knock those off. Brother Jay Blaze, of course, in here. A63 Kane, he killing it, man. Every year this dude kills. I have to be honest. He killing it in the fantasy league as well. A63 Kane. But if you win, I ain't paying no money. You got to come find me, man. I'm tired of it. Shad in the building. Scrubs. He came out the Scrubs for E. Brown. Let's see a couple more of these as people pile on in here, and then we definitely going to talk about these dominant Canes, the juice in 4-0, baby. 4-0. You right about that. Oh, man, look at that P-Lo. This channel is my therapy, my peace. I love football. I love the Miami Hurricane. I love Coach Football. Man, thank you, man, for that, man. I really appreciate it. Look at that Ellen up in here. Coach must have lost his skates. My boy been late lately. No, man. I've been skating lately. That's what I've been doing. Let me throw her up here on the chat, man. Remember around here, man. I've been skating. Man, this weekend been bananas, man. Been bananas. All right. And let me see anybody else in here. Yeah, we always got our regulars in here, man. Appreciate it, QB and everybody else. All right, let's go ahead and get this thing rocking and rolling. I think V12 gonna pop in here in a second. I think he was over there shucking some corn. I think that's what he was doing. Maybe he was swatting some Hornets, some Yellow Jackets. I think that's who we play next. Got a bye week coming up here for the Miami Hurricane. But anyway, let me go ahead and get this thing rolling. Oh, membership. Come on, hey. I just saw you in here too, Ellen, talking about it. Got to talk about our members and our sponsors in here. Real quick for the members, if you want to become a member, all you got to do is go ahead and hit the join button right there underneath this video if it's on your phone. If you're an Apple user, as she says in here, go through your Safari web browser and you have to join that way. It's some kind of beef between YouTube and Google. I'm sorry, between YouTube and iPhone and Apple. So you go check that out. As well as our sponsor for today, InterstateSportsGifts.com. Anything you're looking for in regards to memorabilia, sports stuff, not just Miami Hurricane. Now, you got a bunch of Miami Hurricane stuff, but you got all 32 NFL teams, a bunch of college programs, and so for baseball, if you've been in the service, they got stuff for that, from keychains to plaques to whatever. And if you can't find it, call them on the phone. All the information is in the description. And like Ellen said here also, I got to get Ellen a love because she reminded me, Coach got coffee. Look at this. We got coffee in the building, man. We got the Insane Ibis in here. That caramel smells good. Look at that. Focus on the camera. Tighten up. We got the Insane Ibis in the building. We also got that poor little Timmy, that breakfast blend off in there, right? We got that Brazen Buffalo. Get that crap out of here. And we got that blue chip in here, man. I'm telling you, this stuff is good. I drink it every morning. It wakes me up, keeps me going. It keeps Coach riding. Also, you'll see it on, I think it's $19.99, but there's no taxes. There's no shipping. What you see is what you pay. So I'm telling you, man, and it comes to your door within 5 days. And when they brew it, when they roast it the day in which they ship it. All right. So it's super fresh. It's not been sitting on the shelf in Walmart for 4 or 5 months or in the back of a truck somewhere or in a warehouse. It is super fresh. So check it out. And it's good, boy. I'm telling you. The Insane Ibis is like that cane juice. It be biting. And speaking of cane juice, we got the cane juice apparel. I don't have one on, but you see the logo right down there in the corner. Go check those out as well. You can check those out at the store if you want to purchase one of those. And for members, go check the community tab. You get an additional discount for being a member. All right, Butterfly 88 in the building. Appreciate it. Boss to Don. I just saw you, Butterfly 88, in somebody else's channel. Huh? You cheating on me? You cheating on me, Butterfly? Huh? Hey, Boston, roasted buffalo beans. Hold up. You 100% right, boy. They roast it. They pound it. They ground it. They got it all, man, from espresso to whole bean to doggone. Y'all could be sipping on a buff pack right now. I don't know about smoking on it, but if you smoke coffee beans, you're doing something different, man. Tell me I saw you too. You saw me seeing you, then guess what that means? You was in the wrong place. I'm just saying. Anyway, let's get into this deal. Let's talk about the Miami Hurricanes. I know a lot of Cane fans was mad at me. Coach, where the post-game show? Well, everybody know I had to take care of some things yesterday, and I was rolling, making it happen. And I didn't get a chance to see the game, but I did watch it this morning. I watched it this morning from beginning to end, and it was complete and utter domination. I wanted, in the pregame show, I said I wanted a donut. And I don't want a real donut. I wanted a donut on the scoreboard. I wanted them not to score at all. And the Canes ended up letting them score right before the half, man. Right before the half, with old dude threw it up, and my man caught it in the end zone. I almost kicked the TV off the doggone wall, bro. I was hot. Because I was watching like it was a live game. Like I got up this morning, I'm watching like it's a live game. And I got hot, man. Anyway, 12 said he'll be on in about 20 minutes. That's cool. By that time, man, we're gonna be knee deep in this cane juice by then. Hold on, let me take a sip. There we go. Anyway, so as I watch the game, man, I have to say this. They did an excellent job. I think this was the Miami Hurricanes' most complete football game that they've played. Offense, defense, and even special teams, right? They gave up a couple passes here and there, and I'll get into the stats in a second. However, make sure y'all can hear me properly. What's going on up in here, man? Got my cord all jacked up. Anyway, I think this was their most complete game. I mean, defensively, and the good, bad, and ugly is coming out. I'm literally going to film it right after this. I'm going to film good, bad, and ugly right after this. And it'll be out in tomorrow for the members early. They get it early, so it'll be out for them. But anyway, defensively, they did a good job getting to the ball. Corey Couch out there with, I think, with 2 picks, big picks too. They were about to score. They were moving the ball, about to score again. 0 comes off and picks that ball off, man. So that was exciting to see. Leonard Taylor showing. I talked about Leonard Taylor has to show out in this game, and he did. He did. And I heard the commentator say that Mel Kiper has Leonard Taylor's first interior D lineman on the board. The first interior D lineman on his board. I was like, wow, that's huge right there. That's huge right there. You understand what I'm saying? And he came in. He was explosive. I saw Ruben Bain with the start. All right. We got a dono from PayPal. Let me see who it's from. And again, if you donate on PayPal, I don't put it on the screen because it has too much of your personal information. I can't block out everything. But I'll give a shout out right here. I'm going to just say George for the $15. I appreciate it, George, for the $15. He says, all about the U and Coach Hayes. Thank you, George. Thank you for that on PayPal. I appreciate it. All right. So thank you for that, brother. All right. Leonard Taylor shows up. We saw Ruben Bain pop out as well. He kind of got the start, if I'm not mistaken. He kind of got the start, and he came in there and made some plays. I don't know if he had any sacks in particular, but I know he definitely had some quarterback hurries. I could tell you that much. He definitely had some quarterback hurries in there. Let me see if Ruben Bain ended up with any sacks. No, we didn't have any sack. Oh, one. Leonard Taylor. And Thomas Gore had 2 sacks. So Thomas Gore had 2 sacks and Leonard Taylor. But doggone it, if Ruben Bain wasn't one step off from getting in the business with that right there, man. So a complete game. Let's talk a little stats here. Tyler Van Dyke, 17-24, 220 yards for 3 touchdowns. Here's what I'll say about Tyler Van Dyke. I thought he looked super confident. I thought he looked poised. He looked in control. He looked like he not knew what he wanted, but he knew where he wanted to go with the ball. All of those type of things. And that's what you want to see out of our quarterback. I want to see Tyler Van Dyke take control. Now, he's not a real loud, rah type guy, and that's okay. You don't have to be that to be a leader, you know. But from the fans' perspective, sometimes optically it looks like, golly, this dude just, just going with the flow. But his players know, whatever he's saying in the huddle, they don't put the camera on him a lot at halftime. I'm sorry, when he's off the field. However, we don't know what energies he's projecting out there on the sideline when they're not on the field. But I will say he looked good throwing the ball. He threw some really good passes on time, had great accuracy, and he was very decisive with the ball, I guess is what I'm really looking to say. All right. Of course, Emory Williams comes in. He was 0 for 1 on the passes. And then Henry Parrish. Henry Parrish, 16 carries, 139 yards, 8.7 yards a carry, and 2 touchdowns. You talking about he was getting it in last night? He was feeling it. Well, not last night. Last night. He was feeling it. He was filling the holes. He knew. I think he was confident in the blocking. The O-line, of course, they don't really get any stats except for penalties. However, they were blocking well. They were getting up the field. I saw Cohen one time. He was down there bobbing his head like, yes, sir. And they were feeling good about themselves. And I hate to say this. I know it's going to sound like some real hate stuff. But I really wish we could have played Georgia Tech, then had a bye week to carry this great momentum into an ACC game, right? instead of that week off where the momentum kind of dies down a little bit and dwindles a little bit. Because one thing as a coach, when you have that bye week, you have to find creative ways to keep guys up, right? And I hear the whole saying all the time, well, if you're not motivated to play this game, then you should. I get it. But at the end of the day, you still got to get guys going and keep them going. And so when you know you're going to have 2 weeks off, right? You got this week coming up and then not off, but then the following week you come and play. You got to find ways to do it. And this was great for the Miami Hurricanes actually being 4-0. What is it, since 2017, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. So with that being said, man, that's big right there. But Donald Chaney out there, the Don, 9 for 61. Mark Fletcher, he ended up fumbling the ball, but they got it back. 11 carries for 51 yards. I don't think it's going to be any red shirt, no Mark Fletcher. Tyler Van Dyke popped off a huge one. Listen, Linda. Listen. Hold up. I remember when and I'm not oh God, this is hilarious. I remember when De'Aaron King was there and Don Chaney, when De'Aaron King was there and Tyler Van Dyke was, making that transition to kind of be the starter after the injury. A lot of people talking about, oh, Tyler Van Dyke can run. He was on the track team on his high school in Connecticut. Yada, yada, yada. Can I say this? My dog was out there running, but he act like he ain't have on those skates. My dog act like he had on some Timberlands, boy. I thought he was running in cement for a second, man. I loved it, man. I loved it. But golly, bro. That safety ended up having the right angle. If that safety wouldn't have caught him on the backside, he definitely could have scored. But boy, that was hilarious. Wow. That is hilarious. But anyway, I'm proud of him. It was a great read by him, right? Temple kind of overloaded to the side. They gave it a nub tight end, meaning one side. And I'll talk about this in good, bad, and ugly. TVD pulls it. Holla for a little while. And then he ended up going out of bounds. But great job right there with Tyler Van Dyke. And then Chris Johnson out there again, 4 carries for 33 yards in the deal. Receiving wise, let's give a shout out to Restrepo, the hardest working Kane on the offense. I had to be honest with you. He had 7 catches, 41 yards, 2 touchdowns. But the dude puts in a lot of work, a lot of things that are not stats, right? Like certain blocks on the run game and that type of stuff. He does the dirty work. And I know we've talked about this, and I'm not going to belabor the point. However, he does the things that are necessary for it to move, right? He's the guy that's, in my opinion, behind the curtain that helps the machine move that you don't think is important, right? Like, people don't think, and I'm not a car guy, so for all my car guys out there, excuse me, I'm just pulling up something. A lot of people may not think the carburetor is a very important piece. Can you go with a crappy carburetor? Yeah, you probably can, but it doesn't move as efficient. Hope that works. All right, and that's what Restrepo is. The X factor is for me. He always picks up the pieces where there are no pieces to be had, right? And he makes things move. It doesn't always end up in a stat. It doesn't always end up in a touchdown for him, but he does make things happen for the team. Jacoby George out there with 5 catches for 90 yards, no touchdowns. Kobe Young had a stinking touchdown. Leaned up, got up over the top, the big old frame dude, man, I love it. And we had a Ray Joseph sighting off in there. Big shout out to his sister, Shauna Boo. Shauna Boo watches the channel. Actually, Shauna Boo, who's Ray Joseph's sister, was our first King Juice customer out there at the tailgate. So big shout out to Shauna Boo. You probably heard me make a joke saying, if this is a dude, I can't be calling you Shauna Boo, but come to find out at that tailgate, she came up, introduced herself, and said, I'm Shauna Boo, and I'm Ray's sister, and thank you for that. So big shout out to you, the family. Ray making his debut. He's been out there before, but getting out there, getting some touches. And then Brashard Smith. I'm still on Brashard Smith now. I'm still on Brashard Smith. Brashard Smith got some wiggle now. I'm telling you, he shows it. He got some wiggle. You got some wiggle. I'm telling you. There's something about that cat. You got some wiggle. All right. And let me see. Overall, of course, we talked about Corey Couch with the 2 picks and the sacks. My dog, Corey Flagg. Shout out to Corey Flagg. He was number 11 because he's won twice. That's all I'm talking about. He had 3 tackles and 1 assist. But Jaden Davis, of course, comes in with 5 solo tackles to lead everybody. But as you can tell, it was a team effort across the board. Let me see here. And Andre Bourg-Gallas 2 for 2 on the field goal. All right, enough of that. Let's get into this deal. Let me look at some of this chat stuff right here. Ellen said, I can't forget. Oh, car girls, you're right. And some of my car. Oh, how can I forget? Here go one right here. Butterfly. How important is a carburetor? She like to race car. I just thought about it. She like to race. Well, how important is the carburetor for the car, for the engine to run efficiently? Talk to me. You call in, and we'll talk about it here in a second. Yes. Let me go through some of these right here. And matter of fact, let me open up the phone lines now. Make sure I'm on the right screen here. Got a lot going on. I'm opening up the phone line 862-799-9956. Start loading up the queue, and we'll definitely get this thing happening. Oh, Augusta Kane, another member in the building. We finally have an identity on offense. Now, I will say this. We ran to bring that up. This is something I was super impressed. We ran for 323 yards on offense. Guess what they had? Guess what Temple had? They had 11 yards rushing. Bro, they had 11 yards rushing, bro. I got to hit them again. In modern football, not even modern, just football. I don't care. The Pee-wee. How y'all do today? Man, you know, we had 11 yards rushing. That's terrible, bro. That's god-awful. That's terrible. That's terrible, man. But anyway, golly, that's awful. But anyway, they had 268 yards passing. We had 220. Thought it was a good balance. We ended up with 543 yards overall in this deal, man, to their 279. I think a lot of that stuff we kind of end up giving up late. You know, the game was out of hand, so forth and so on. They did pop a couple big passes. I think there was 15 on the sideline to Corey Couch. Kind of missed the block. I think maybe went for the interception. And James ended up kind of tripping him up, man. So big shout out to James Williams as well. I will say this. Okay, I see. Yeah, I see my man D from Duval back here on the phone. I'm gonna get to him in 1 second. I will. And Studio, I need you to call in, Studio. You ain't called in a while. I told you I'm a jealous podcaster, dog. You been over there on other people's channel, got your camera on, talking plays. Yeah. I'm told you, coach like oxygen, boy. I'm everywhere and nowhere at the same time. I'm everywhere and nowhere at the same time. Joshua's still another member in the building. Says, the man, a freshman, calm your boongie down. Oh, who we talking about? Who we talking about, Joshua Steele? I don't know who we talking about. Maybe I missed it. That's right, Ellen. Every time I see number 11, I think of number 1 twice. That's right. That boy be out there balling. But anyway, oh, God, here we go. Can y'all spam the chat up? All my members in the building. Y'all got the green E. Brown emoji. It's the E. Brown emoji is green. It's a scrub daddy. The little sponge scrub daddy. Blow the chat up because E. Brown is in the building. Let's show him some love. Where he has his own emoji, the green scrub daddy in the building. Y'all go ahead and if you're a member, blow it up. Blow it up. Blow it up. E. Brown, I'm bloviating. I'm monologuing. Leave me alone. Let me do what I do. Nassau Jones in the building. What's good, Coach? Hey, scrub. All right. Let me go ahead and get to the phone line. 862-799-9956. 283 people in the building. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. Also, see that guy right there below the number? Interstate Sports Gifts. Go get you some Miami stuff. Huge Miami Hurricane fan. Come on. Let's support those who support us. He got it all. He got everything you need. Holla at him, man. Holla at him. All right. All right. D from Duval. Duval. Talk to me, baby.
Big coach, what's happening?
I'm good, man. How you feeling, man?
Man, I'm still that drink still biting for 2-3 weeks ago.
You know what that cane juice you had at the game?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hey, that thing had you leaning, boy. You be singing this, lean on me.
You need to change your job classification going to bartending.
Hey, man, I'll just tell you, like, I'm like KFC, baby. I just serve it. You know what I mean? I don't know what the herbs and spices are. I just put it out there. You know what I'm saying? I just put it out there, D. I'm just telling you, that cane juice, I'm telling you. Can I be honest with y'all? I'm going to give y'all a secret that y'all don't know. You ready? Believe this or not. Most of you guys think if you're looking at the camera right now, most of y'all think I'm sitting straight up, but I'm really not. Actually, this entire room is on a 45-degree angle because that's how I'm always leaning. You understand me? And so it looks straight, but it's really at an angle. If I sit up straight, I'm going to show you something if I sit up straight, how I would be in the show. That's how it look right there. If I sit up straight, this is really a straight angle. Let me bring the microphone close. If I sit up straight, this is how I look. But because I'm always at a 45-degree angle because the cane juice be biting, I have to actually, the whole room is tilted at a 45-degree angle. And that way I can do the show. Let me get back to my regular lean because, golly, that thing had me biting. Anyway, so talk to me, man. I done ate your whole 2 minutes. I'm going to start you over. I see you back there, Studio One. Talk to me, man. What you think about these Canes, man? 4-0, first time since 2017. How you feeling, man?
Coach, I feel good, man. Like I told you before the season even started, man, you take it game by game. They doing what they got to do. In each game, they playing according to how they need to play. The only thing I was scared about is the injuries because, you know, we don't have that depth built up on every position that we need to have. But, I mean, they doing good with what they got. And I told you, like I told the other guy, if that old line block for TVD, he'll carve in the defense up. So I'm happy, man, how it's going. I watched North Carolina last night, man, and God darn, I was praying Pittsburgh did something to them, man. But they got a hell of a offense, but their defense is suspect. But they got a hell of an offense, so our defense gonna have their hands full with them. But besides that, man, I see Dabo gift wrap the game to Florida State. And his arrogance cost him the game, but excuse me, I think we'll be good when we play them, but we gotta get over that hurdle with North Carolina first. And I'm happy with our saw though.
Yes, sir. I don't know how I missed it, but let me do a quick dono right quick. Vex Canes 36 for the 499. Coach, we beaten FSU and Clemson this year. They have horrible play calling and can't handle our D. We on the way up, Coach. We coming for the haters. I love it. I saw it, Vex Kane. I was doing my monologue and it slipped, so I apologize. But thank you, Vex Kane, for that as well, man. I really appreciate that, Dono. Thank you. Let me get 12 up in here. I'm gonna get them as soon as I finish off with D. So talk to me, D. Georgia Tech, we got a bye week. We know that. We definitely gonna win the bye week. Now we go into Georgia Tech. Right. Georgia Tech got a couple of pieces. I'm not saying they do anything extravagant, but they got a couple of pieces. Georgia Tech comes to Miami. We make light work of that or what?
I'm not going to necessarily say light work because when Mark Richt was coach for Miami, I went up to Atlanta for that Georgia Tech game when Nkosa was the quarterback and we got drugged. So I ain't going to say light work. I think we're not going to take them for granted. I think we're going to do what we got to do. I think as long as you got them trenches straight, like we pretty much have, if nobody get hurt, they gonna impose their will on their defensive line, man. So I'm not worried about TVD at all on the passing game. I always was worried about last couple of years the run game. So if that run game to keep doing what they doing, Georgia Tech ain't gonna do nothing.
I heard that, man. Well, listen, let me go ahead and get this thing right. I got studio back here. I got V12.
Okay, I'll hit you after the show, man.
Yeah, appreciate you, man. Always, man. Thank you, man.
All right, big dog. You take care.
Yes, sir. Man, I got my dog up in the building, man. I got my man. Hold on, I got to add him to this thing. I got my man V12 up. Change the screen right quick. I'm coming to Studio One live right here in 1 second. What's up with you, dog? I see you back there peeling potatoes.
Man, you know how it is on a Sunday. You know what I mean? Got to do it on a Sunday, baby. Cornbread and all. Cornbread fed Sunday, baby. You already know.
I love it, man. I love it. So 12, man, real quick, we didn't get a chance to talk about the Canes. We talked about it. I was on the road riding. I called you and talked to you about it. You like, Coach, they killing them out here. I'm like, man, I'm trying to get back. Talk to us real quick, man, so I get studio on this deal. 312 people in the building. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. Get the algorithm. Wake the algorithm up. It's Sleepy Sunday. Get it up.
Wake them up. Yeah.
Talk to us 12 real quick.
No, hey, listen. Who was it that said we're going to go vertical? They promised it. Who was that?
Kevin Beard.
Beard said we're going to go vertical, right? So we didn't get that in the first game. But I must say, he been slinging that ball. And the receivers are catching the ball. They're looking good. X-Man looked really good yesterday. We were talking about him in lunch period. I think he had 2 touches that really beat me in our fantasy football. He got like 20-something in fantasy football. Kobe Young, the man-child, looked good. I mean, we're looking good on all cylinders. Then to add in the running game, you know, Parrish had over 100. I don't reckon.
Yeah, I went over the stat 139. I think.
Okay. And what did Chaney have? Chaney burst a couple big ones too.
He was 61.
Okay,
61.
Yeah, he was in that. So that was pretty good. And I must say, I like the little wrinkle that Dawson threw in because I told you about TVD running, pulling some back wide open.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, that's going to be really, really key going down the line for future when people look at our film saying, hey, we cannot take him for granted. We can't, collapse down. So I thought that was really good showing that. I think it's the chess game because going down the line, that's going to be really, really good for us to have that in our repertoire. But other than that, from a defensive perspective, we had the bend but don't break mentality. I'm still the corners. I'm not sure we discussed that. The corners for me, we're still getting down. They're still moving the ball too much for me, even though they didn't score. Like we talk about with other teams, with better teams, better opponents, those mishaps, they'll make you pay. But all in all, I was very impressed. Again, I was watching 2 games at that time, so Miami made light work. I must say this, though, and I know people are going to get mad at me because like anything else, you can't get an A+ in the film room with V12. Let me just say this. I was really disappointed that TVD was in the game in the 4th quarter. I think we were playing with fire, in a very dangerous situation in Philadelphia. It's wet. Anything could happen. The game was already in hand. We have to stop that. I know we want to perform. Offense already exploded. It was over. Take him out, let him rest, bring Emory in, and let's keep moving. And I think we got out of there with any major injuries that I can remember in this game. So for the most part, I mean, we did our thing going into Georgia Tech. Again, that's a ACC opponent, so they're gonna have to do better. We're gonna have to play better or the same way, but also work on a couple of different things in order to get that victory. It may not be a blowout. I think Georgia Tech is competitive, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah, definitely. Right here, 862-799-9956. Point 2 of 12 is right below you. Got Studio 1 live on the line, but I'm going to call him Studio 12 if he don't mind, because he did say we going 12-0. And so I'm going to call him Studio 12 live just because he said we going 12-0. Studio, talk to us, man.
What's up, baby? Hey, I'm going to jump on that V12 point, man, because that made me mad, too, because they had Matt Lee in the 3rd quarter, 7 minutes left, and almost broke his ankle out there. And Goody, he all right. You see, I think Coach Cristobal learned something because he was looking worried out there. I said, yeah, don't look worried now. You should have had him out the game. That's what I was saying the whole time. Yeah. But he got up and walked away. He wiped the sweat off his head. But the good news was we got to see a backup center. And he looked good. I said that was our real weakness, that if we lost our center or quarterback, we going down. But I think we'll be all right. I liked it to see that. That was a great news to actually see that. Also, like I said, man, I told y'all, I watched that Clemson Florida State game. Florida State don't got no pass rush. They got to send that heat. The defensive back, and we don't got enough practice at that much as we DB.
Studio,
I don't see Clemson.
Let me ask you a question, Studio. I'm with you. I watched the Florida State game. A couple things about Florida State, and like I said, I'm a straight shooter with them. They are a resilient bunch. Jordan Travis was definitely hurt yesterday, and that young brother played well. But here's my concern, and we could talk about it later too in the pregame. They got a monster. I told Coach that Coleman is a straight up doggy dog, like Snoop. Bow wow wow. However you want to call it.
Yippee yay.
That man is a dog. And so our weakness, our corners is giving me a little pause. But and then they got Johnny, they got my cousin Johnny Wilson on the left side. And he is consistent, but that's a 6'4", 6'5" man child too. So we gotta make sure that we're during that time. Don't overlook any other team. During that time, we gotta make sure we hammer that thing down.
V12.
Yes, sir.
Let me tell you something.
Mm-hmm.
Our number 4 will outperform their number 4. Our number 4 is a better dog than their number 4, and I'll put my money on that.
I won't argue with that. Listen. Hey, Studio, I won't argue with that.
He don't got the range. He don't have the in and out of routes. He just a jump ball guy to me.
I'm not going to say which one.
You talking about 14. You talking about 14.
Oh, yeah.
Hold on. You talking about Keon Coleman? You talking about Keon Coleman?
Coleman.
No, okay. Coleman is a straight monster. I'm not saying, hey, listen.
Versus our number 4, Kobe Young.
Listen, I'm a receiver guy. And I like Kobe Young, and I'm rolling with Kobe.
Kobe running a better route runner than that dude. That dude he a little bit more bigger than Kobe, because Kobe a little thinner. But Kobe running routes. He's plucking the ball more than he is. I can see more jump ball with him, and he big boy on the nigga. Dude.
Let me tell you something.
If James Williams is who he is, instead of talking smack all the time, lock James Williams up on him. Shadow James Williams up on him. That'll shut that down.
Oh, who?
Oh, Keon Coleman. I don't know about that one.
I don't know about that, Coach Studio. I'm with you.
We ain't got to worry about Johnny Williams. He drop a lot of passes.
He does.
We talking about Keon Coleman.
Johnny Williams kill us. He kill us. I ain't worried about their run game. Clemson will penetrating they run. Man, they will stopping that. I run defense. But
Clemson is not a duck team though. Clemson is a bona fide ACC opponent.
But I like our run defense better than Clemson run defense right now. Are you watching it?
We with that.
I'm with you.
I understand we still drunk from the losing. I understand we still feeling pain and traumatized. But let that shit go. It's over.
Yeah, I'm not saying I'm
let
not
it go.
Hey, Studio.
I look at JD, even though he scored 7.
I love your Studio. I love your energy.
Even though he scored 7, something wrong.
I'm rolling with you, baby.
We seen that one time.
I'm rolling with you, Studio.
All we seen is improvement.
You right.
Pure execution. Not a drop ball.
I love it.
I agree. We with you.
Let me tell you another example how I know the team for real.
Go ahead, Studio.
You know how Restrepo ain't have a touchdown? I'm sorry, take another time. But you know how Restrepo ain't have a touchdown? When you're a team that can draw up a play, say, hey, man, we need to get him a touchdown. Let's get him a touchdown. Look up. There you go, Restrepo. Get you a touchdown. Look up. Come on, man. When was able to do that, man? We go like, man, let's draw a play for him, man. We need him a touchdown right now.
You right.
Come on, man.
No, you're right. You're right.
I love it. And guess what else?
Come on, I got Cool from the crib in the back.
Okay. Y'all made me forget my point. It was a good point, but
that cane just biting. That's what it is. That cane just biting.
So much more. It's so much more to discuss with these boys. And they focus. Why you think? Look, Mario said we had to have the 5-7 losing season. How do you have to have that? And if you kind of like, man, I ain't finna try to win this shit. We sorry. I'm gonna make them feel the pain.
That's right.
Of losing. Now they know every opponent must be destroyed.
Love you.
You see Restrepo? He still gave Temple all respect. He was like, man, no, don't get it twisted. Temple a good team.
I gotta go. You right. Listen, Studio, I love you, bro. Studio 12 in the building right now for the 12-0 Canes, man. I gotta get cool from the crib in there. Appreciate you, bro.
All right, Studio. Good work.
Hey, I'm gonna say this. Yeah, Studio in the building. I'm gonna say this. I think people they get so passionate that you know how you normally talk on the phone like this.
Mhm.
I think they be like this talking at the phone. Man, I'm telling you, coach, and they don't hear the stuff that be going on. They be like, I'm telling you, you know what I mean? I think that's how passionate people be, man. But to his point, Kobe Young, I looked it up, 6'5", 215. Keon Coleman is 6'4", 215. So, I mean, literally the same exact body size. You know what I mean? In that sense, man. But that would be a good to see. Now, I would love to see, and here's what it is, right? I get it, right? You're making matchups receiver to receiver, but that's when you want that receiver DB matchup, right? You want to see can Coleman, like let's just say if Coleman was a DB and Kobe Young was the receiver, you want to see that matchup. And I get it, you comparing the two receivers, but yeah, that's what it is, man. We got Cool from the crib with a K in the building. Call and talk to us, man. What's up with you, Cool?
Man, what's happening, Coach Hayes?
I'm good, baby. What's up, man? What's your thoughts on these Canes with this convincing, dominant, great win? I don't know. I couldn't think of anything else. Talk to me.
No, I mean, I feel like they took care of business. You know what I mean? I feel like I do feel, and I gotta add to your point. Still need to see more sacks. But I know they were holding like hell at that line. They were holding for dear life at that line of scrimmage. But I think overall, man, overall they dominated proficiently, executed proficiently like they should, man. Like I said, I'm proud of them boys. This is good to get you a 4-0 because you got the taste of winning in your mouth. So now, when it comes to ACC play, now we can really come with that winning attitude. You get what I mean?
Right.
And from what I heard, from what's the defensive tackle that left to Arizona? From what he talked about, the coaching staff before that, I know we're gonna talk about back in the day.
Talking about Silver.
Yeah. There wasn't a winning attitude. They haven't lost and everybody's joking around and nobody's taking it seriously. Mm-hmm. And I feel like the winning attitude is brought here to where they despise losing. You know what I mean? And that's a good feeling, man. I'm just proud of them boys. And just like anything, man, when the Kansas is winning, the city is on fire.
You're 100% right? Anything, and that's one thing about the city of Miami, South Florida, right? I have to say it is what it is. Excuse me, when things are on fire, we want to jump in it. When the Heat winning, we all about the Heat. When the Dolphins, and speaking of the Dolphins, dropping a 70 burger on them cats, man. Hey, big shout out to the homie Jason. Big shout out to the homie Jason.
Listen. So here's the crazy thing. A family member of mine went to the game. He had on this Denver thing. I said, listen, it was a bad state of affairs for the state of Colorado this weekend because everybody got smacked in Colorado. Hey, Colorado got drugged. That state of Colorado need to be off the map. They got drugged this weekend. And so listen, that 70 points. Hey, them Dolphins ain't playing. Hey, we talking about they talking about 1972, coach.
Bruh, let me tell you something. Big shout out to old Jay with that's his new name, Jay Slap, dog, the homie.
There you go.
He a big Denver Bronco fan for whatever reason. I have no clue. Maybe he need that to get slapped to reality. But 70, dog, in modern football, the way the game is going and all of that stuff, bro. Woo. Anyway, you're 100% right. And it was a 2-hour game.
Yeah. And it took 2 out too. 2 out towards the end.
No, I think so. I think the key though, moving in that, I didn't mean to interrupt, but I just
you good.
The key though is I need to see this type of rushing attack as we move forward in ACC play.
Yeah.
I think definitely when it comes to Carolina, Clemson, that whole gauntlet that we're going to have moving forward after Georgia Tech. Now, I overlook Georgia Tech, just saying. But I need to see the same type of rushing effort established. We got to fight out for the run, and I think that's going to be very, very important versus Florida State as well. Can we churn out those rushing yards to set the pass up? Or can we throw the ball to loosen up some running lanes?
Right.
So I'm just saying that's going to be key moving forward. We don't ever want to be one dimensional. I'm just saying that.
I love it, man. Well, cool from the crib. Let me push on. We got people popping on in this joint, and we're gonna make it happen.
To add to Cool's point, Coach, we have to also establish a different mentality as well. And what I mean by that is we're going into ACC play. We're going to get everyone's best. And so we got to go in there saying, hey, we're going to have to be a little bit sharper, a little bit better. Coaching will have to be top notch going into ACC play. And once we get that mentality, I think we'll be just fine.
Yeah, I'll say this too. And we talked about this, right? When you play lesser teams, right? A team like a Temple. When I do the good, bad, and ugly, I have not filmed it yet. I got it queued up. I'm going to actually film it as soon as I get off of here tonight. There's going to be a lot of good plays, but I want to bring it from a coach's perspective because here's how coaches think. Here's the difference between coaches and fans. Fans look at games like this like, man, superb, great, flawless. However, coaches look at games like this and they're looking for the flaws. Why are they looking for the flaws in great plays? Because those things will rear their head against better competition. Whereas, for example, you see a twist stunt and the guy doesn't slide over and get the block, but he's just not that good. And so therefore we still can deliver the ball. See, we're not looking at the end result, but we're looking at the process of the play. And so when you see the good, bad, and ugly come out, yes, it may be a good play, and I may deem it a good play, but I am going to nitpick the little things because that's what coaches do. They look at that big play, and if you don't think Georgia Tech and that staff is going to say, hey, man, we could take care of the end ball, but how can we get to the quarterback so that ball never gets out of his hand on this particular play? Oh, well, the left guard was a little flat foot. See, that's how you break down stuff when you play an opponent. So I just wanted to put that out there. 56-57 coming to you next. If you are a member, call on in. Like I said, call on in. You get a chance to skip the line. If I may have you, I may not have you down as a member. So let me know if you do call in that you are a member, and I can notate it here. So in the future, I can have you skip the line. 56-57 coming to you. Call or talk to us. You got 2 minutes.
Oh, yo.
What's up,
Coach?
What's up, man? Who am I speaking with?
Coach from down the way, Coach.
All
now,
right.
Coach, listen, Coach.
All right.
We're gonna start selling dreams, Coach.
Oh, I like controversy.
We're gonna start. Yeah, Coach, I want the smoke too, Coach. I want the smoke.
Do you want
smoke?
Coach,
we got to recognize that how many games we done played? 4 games. 1 tough team. And 3 cupcakes. Now, how we ain't concerned about what's ahead of ourselves as if we already proved. This is what I'm talking about. Well, I ain't gonna dive all into that. Let's go back to the Keon Coleman, Kobe Young conversation y'all just had.
Okay.
Keon Coleman just put on his tape. Kobe Young is coming. He coming like prime. He coming. I'm gonna say that.
Okay.
But he ain't Keon Coleman. I'm gonna put it like this, V12, and you my man's in them. You know, I love listening to you all the time. You and Coach. I swear to God, I ain't bullshit. But if Keon Coleman was at the Canes, Kobe Young be on the bench, man. Come on, man. Stop playing.
So you're proving my point.
You know, on straight poker face now.
No, we listen. No, but
Kobe Young
no,
will be on the bench.
but Carla, let me tell you. Hold on, man. What's your name? I hate calling people Carla. What's your name?
Just call me Coach from down the way.
Okay, so Coach from down the way. Coach from down the way. I think you and 12 were saying the same thing. Was saying that I think 12 was saying, and I can speak for itself, but I think as I mediate this and you know moderate this deal here, I think he was saying that Keon Coleman, you know, talent for talent was better than Kobe Young in that sense. So I think you agree. I think Studio was saying that Kobe Young, our Kobe Young, is better than Keon Coleman. Their Keon Coleman in that sense. So I could concur as well. Go ahead.
Coach, Coach, you on my little deuce now and talking for me, but the bottom line, so check this out.
Okay.
I wasn't paying attention to the guy who was talking because he drinking that same stuff you drinking, and Coach, that's why I want to smoke with you because Coach, you like my dog used to be in the club with a cup of apple juice.
Talking about his bill.
Like, you know what I'm saying? He fucked up. and you got everybody else on the juice. You serving the juice like, and it's jumping. They rocking. They the one leaning. You ain't leaning, Coach. You know better than this.
All right. So I want to talk about.
Hold
on. So I want to talk about this. I like this Coach from down the way. You're right.
That's right.
But here's what I do believe. Yeah, but here's what I believe in. Here's what I believe in. And you're 100% right. Not that it's real cane juice in that cup now. And Coach Lena, I told you, hey, 12 been in my house. My whole
you may have a cut on it.
Hold up. This whole studio is literally 45 degrees. I'm actually at 45 degrees. The camera is tilted. However,
now go ahead.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead. I believe in celebrating the W for these 24 hours. Now, again, we're going to do another show in the middle of the week. Hold on, hear me out. We're going, and that's the truth. We're going to do this show in the middle of the week, and we're going to start talking. Now, of course, the bye week is coming. I get it. No problem. And, you know, we do the pregame. We talk about it. I will say this, to your point. Whoever scheduled this season, however it got scheduled, I thought they did a good job in scheduling because they did sprinkle a tough ball game in here with, you know, some lighter work. Okay. And it really was like that last year. However, we end up losing to Middle Tennessee State. Not to bringing up the past, but last year's schedule was very similar to this year's schedule. We didn't come out the box fighting. We had Texas A&M, I think, it was week 3. We had Bethune-Cookman, Southern Miss, then Texas A&M, then Middle Tennessee. So the schedule is very similar. The results are totally different. That's the problem. You know what I mean? This year, our foot is on the gas. Now, that's why I said we got to start preparing for Georgia Tech in the sense of that's why I wish we would have played Georgia Tech this week, then had to bye, because I would have loved to take this momentum into ACC play. That's what I was saying. Now, I'm not drinking the Kool-Aid. You heard me. My record was 7-5. X came on here, started talking, and I bumped it to 8-5. I have not wavered from that. I bumped it to 8-5 because I'm a sucker MC right now when it comes to that. However, I still think there's some teams out there getting better. I think Louisville, a lot of people overlook. I'm going to tell you this, that dang old Boston College, that quarterback, if we don't watch him, it might be an issue. And I think a lot of people counted Boston College as treated them like they was a doggone Bethune or something. Boston College ain't no punk. Now they losing games, but they scoring points. Ain't like they getting blown out up here, 35-7, 52-10. They losing games by 7 points, and they putting up points as well. So I'm just simply saying to you, I agree with your coach from down the way. 12, any response? And I'll push on.
No. I mean, listen, we got things to do. We have work to do. And that's what it's about. We have the bye week. And bye weeks a bye week can be a curse, a blessing and a curse. Because like to what you're saying, Coach, when you come out the bye week, if you come out there sleepwalking, you get punched in the mouth. And we saw a little bit of that yesterday when USC came out with Arizona State, and Arizona State and early on was giving them some business. But after a while, they got back in their rhythm, got back in their groove, and then they blew it out towards the end. So yes, this could be considered a trap game, Coach. We haven't spoken about that yet. This is definitely one of them trap games where it's right there and it could make or break. Because, even from coach from the crib, you saying this, we ain't played nobody. And I can accept that for the most part. I mean, Texas A&M, I can accept that being the person I am. I can accept that 100%. Yes, we have. And I'm not saying Georgia Tech is somebody, but the level of competition is going to be a lot better.
Well, listen, Coach. And I don't want to hold y'all up, but
do you think
the whole thing is I'm not necessarily looking at us like, you know, we ain't doing nothing. This ain't, you know, I wasn't trying to say that in particular we're not moving. It's not looking like we're going to be the team that we looking like we're being. The thing about it is we not proved. And then when you talk about a record, I see us losing 4 games probably. I'm my concern: North Carolina, Clemson, Florida State, and it might tell the truth. Now Louisville is come up on my radar. And it's because of the type of points they're putting on the board. Look at what they did to the same Boston College team y'all just talked about.
Right.
You know, and then I didn't even know Boston College was on the schedule. And then I hear this NC State, and I still ain't seen what the issue is. You know,
I think we should walk through NC State. I think we should walk through, not walk through, but we should definitely beat NC State. I'm not. NC State doesn't seem to bother me that much. Go ahead.
But I want to say this, and I'm gonna get out of here. Is that I figure, you know, I'm listening, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of times, you know, it's just like a lot of that response I just got, and you know, you take this like y'all, both of y'all take it like you gonna take it. But what I'm saying is that I'm listening to a couple of politicians.
Nah,
you know,
hold up,
run. Let me say what I'm. Let me hear me out, though. So let me finish it out. What I'm saying is, I'm listening to a bunch of the politicians, and I think you. I think what you need to do is make some shorts or the Oracle, so I can keep listening, and I don't be having to listen to this. You know what I'm saying? Because we gonna have to, you know. We gonna have to come better than this, you know. Y'all really just, you know, sunk a good tale, painted an old pretty picture.
You hurt my feelings, dog. Nah, hold up, swole up, hold up.
I told y'all
One thing we don't do on here is politic. We might bloviate, we might pontificate, but we don't politic take. I tried to make it rhyme, it ain't work. Anyway. All I'm trying to tell you is, you know, we're going to call it real. We are. We know that. Now, we're going to call a strike, a ball, right? You know that. However, we're looking at this game, and I agree. We both simply said, now, I'm highly offended. Because I've never said no new taxes. You don't know. I don't talk like that. I'm going to tell you, you know me, I'm going to give the Canes, I'm going to give it to them blood raw, and I'm going to give it to them nice and cooked when they well deserve it. And you know that. And I told you, when you see the good, bad, and ugly, you hurt my feeling, Coach, down the way. Go ahead, 12. Say what you got to say. I got to get Brother Jay Blaze on.
He said we're politicians. So we're going to raise the taxes on we're going to raise your taxes. Okay, buddy? We're going to raise your taxes down south.
Hey, Coach, I love listening to y'all.
Appreciate it, man.
For real.
Appreciate you, dog. Thanks, man. Let me get Brother Jay Blaze. Before I do that, let me give a quick shout out. Don't know. Hey, you know, all politicians say this. Let me be clear. No new tax. And they always had that thumb like this. I don't know why they do that. It's like they're taught. So let me be perfectly clear. Coach Hayes and V12 are not politicians, and there will be no new taxes. All right. Anyway, shout out right here. Let me give a Cash App love in the building for the $10 from S. Going. Appreciate you for the $10. Thank you so much on Cash App. Appreciate that. S. Going. All right, Brother Jay Blaze in the building. I don't know why they're so scared to call in. We got 369 people in the building. Huh? Nobody want to talk to your boy. Brother Jay Blaze, talk to us, man. What's up with you, baby?
What's going on, Coach Hayes? V12, what's happening?
What's up, Blaze?
What's going on? Hey, we in this bye week, just like Florida State in the bye week. Hey, it's a lot of things that we got to analyze, man. Get healthy. We definitely got to get healthy. Get healthy, analyze the games that we played. But I want to mention real quick, because I ain't going to be long. about the edges, about gap control, containment. If you look at the 4 games that we played, it wasn't really a quarterback that was. We didn't face a mobile quarterback. You know,
that's true.
A lot of the quarterbacks, they, you know, I mean, and when you talk about controlling the edges, you know, that's going to be very, very important. You know, now our next game is Georgia Tech game, and Georgia Tech got a new offensive coordinator, and they different now. You know, they run the spread offense. They pass a lot. They pass heavy. They like to run the ball a little bit, but they definitely pass the ball more than what they used to. And I think we definitely can beat them. I'm not worried about that. But their quarterback they can run. You know, his quarterback they got a mobile quarterback whenever he can get out the pocket. But after that we face UNC, Drake May. We getting ready to go into this ACC run, and what concerns me is the containment, you know, by Coach Lance Gridry, his scheme, the way he gambles a lot. When you blitz and you're aggressive, you gamble a lot. Be honest, which is a lot of holes that happens when you gamble, but that's all a part of being aggressive and attacking. But containment is very, very important when you play a mobile quarterback, especially when you play teams like Florida State and Syracuse, or a team with a mobile quarterback, Louisville. We're gonna have to sit down and critique, you know, our game. Well, how do you see that? How do you see us using this bye week in that aspect of study?
I'll just say this as I look at these games, and one thing I did yesterday when I watched the game, or this morning rather, when I watched the game, I put it on and I didn't rewind it. I wanted to treat it like it was live, just like I was trying to replicate what I would do normally. The good, bad, and ugly is where I really break it down. We do have to contain the edges when it comes to quarterbacks. And remember, losing the edge to a non-mobile quarterback is still not a good thing. He may not be able to hurt you with his feet in the sense of taking it up the field, but what he does is he extends the play, and therefore it makes the coverage longer on the back end, right? And so that can be just be that 20-yard throw is just as equivalent to him running it 20 yards because there's no pressure on him. We got to be able to keep him in that pocket, keep him under the umbrella, and fold it up on him, right, and just have that thing collapse down on him. That's what's going to be huge right there. How they fix that, I be honest with you guys, it's very simple. It's very simple. It's not a hard deal. It's because it's not a philosophical thing, right? It's just you got to teach us a technique thing, right? That's not really hard. Keeping your outside arm free, having an understanding of where all of the help is coming from, and knowing that you're not playing this game by yourself. That's I guess, a short answer. A long answer that should be a short answer. 12, anything?
Hey, when you play on the edge, and there's something you learn, and I'm often the guy, but I've always heard this: maintain containment. Know your assignment, maintain containment. It's difficult to do, but I think what they'll end up doing in practice, and as they go prepare for the Georgia Tech game and on, you have to have discipline, right? Don't let your odds fool you, and maintain containment. I think if we can do that for the most part, keep that box, I think we'll be okay. Some quarterbacks you can't stop, but as long as we are able to neutralize the quarterbacks that can run very well, I think we win those games. I don't think it's hard.
No, definitely, man. That's how I feel about it. Blaze. We got E. Brown back there in the back. E. Brown in the back.
Okay, I'm gonna let the other callers get on. Love y'all. Hey, that fantasy football was exciting this weekend.
Hold up.
I
Hold up.
Way back, Susie. Hey, Susie Pink, man. Susie Pink was swinging in the beginning. I kept looking at the score. I said, "Hey, she's getting out on me."
Hold on. Can we give a round of applause to you, Blaze? Can we give a round of applause to you? Right now, Blaze is the only undefeated person in the fantasy draft. I mean, the fantasy league right now. And I thought Susie Pink was going to cut his head off but her quarterback got hurt. And I think that's what got you. She put that in the chat. So round of applause to Brother Jay Blaze. All right. Hey, Brother Jay Blaze killing it in the fantasy, man.
Yes, sir.
But know this, Blaze. Hey, but know this, Blaze. Know this. I got Blaze Jr. this week, and I'm coming with a big bucket of water to put him out. I ain't having it. Appreciate you, dog. All right, man. Thanks a lot, brother. All right, before we get to E. Brown, real quick, I want to get to DJ Medi for the 49. He said, FS who better worry about Duke. And Duke, my gosh, boy, Duke has shown to be a physical team. They come to hit you in the mouth. You know, the quarterback Leonard is not as flashy this year as he was last year, but I think sometimes when you see what appears to be regression is actually an upward trajectory in teamwork. Does that make sense, 12? What we appear to see in regression is actually an upward momentum in teamwork. Let me explain, if you would allow me to, as I bloviate and pontificate in E. Brown's as he listens. For example, Restrepo just getting his first touchdown, but working more as a team, spreading the ball around more, right? Everybody, X-Man, always looking for X-Man. Well, hell, it's been game 4. He getting his first touchdown, right? So now the ball is being spread around more. We're seeing more running backs. It's not one guy just having an abundance of yards and so forth. So in Leonard's point, I still think he's a decent quarterback, but I'm starting to think the run game has gotten better for Duke, right? So therefore, more runs take away more pass attempts. So that, what I'm saying, it seems to be a regression. Actually could be more teamwork of them spreading that thing around. What's your quick thoughts on that? And then we'll go ahead and move on to E. Brown.
Well, also Duke also is playing with the chip on their shoulder as well. And like someone mentioned, for the most part, the ACC is wide open. You come out the gate, you beat the Clemson team. I mean, right? He's a decent quarterback. So I don't think he's regressing from that standpoint. I mean, he's just. I think
I said it appears, right? It appears.
Okay,
to
yeah.
be
Oh yeah. No, I think.
It appears to be that way. He's not, but it appears that way.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. It appears that way because he may not have as many pass attempts as he had last year because the run game has elevated.
Exactly.
So, it's a scale. Yeah. If you throw the ball more, you don't run it as much. If it's getting better, it's starting to even itself out. That's what I'm thinking of. All right, do me a favor, everybody. We finna bring on Mr. E. Scrub Daddy Brown. But before I do, I need y'all to spam the chat with the green Scrub Daddies, as there's no other callers in the building, so he's going to bloviate for some time. And I'll give Shad his love right now for the 199. Happy National Mofongo Day, fellas. What is Mofongo? I don't even know what that is. Yeah.
That's like a.
Did I just curse at somebody?
No, it's a. I think I think it's food. Maybe like maybe like
I don't know. Somebody in the chat tell us what it is.
Food. I think it's like food, but it's maybe like tacos, like something to it.
Puerto Rican dish. Somebody says a Puerto Rican.
Okay, there we go. Yeah.
All right, there we go. Okay, had no clue. Well, anyway, this is perfectly for E. Brown as I enter.
Back in the days when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore, but some days I sit and wish I was a kid again.
You way late there, 12. No been done. Go ahead, E. Brown.
Good evening, gentlemen. First of all, Coach, I just want to say
good evening.
Express my condolences to you for the loss of your family.
Yeah, thank you, man.
And Mofongo, back in if you guys go back a little bit, you remember Red Sanford and Son. Sanford ate some Mofongo on one of the episodes there on his television show. He had some Mofongo. He ate it out of the pot there with the goat. Okay, that is. It was a Puerto Rican dish. And number two.
Hold on, Ebron. Hold on, Ebron. Hold on. I'm sorry. Hold on.
Go ahead.
Did you just say Sanford and Son?
Yeah, Sanford and Son. Sanford and Son in the early days, Sanford and Son had an episode about Mofongo.
So, E. Brown, I want you to understand. I want you to understand when Sanford and Son came out, me and V12 were probably just being born. See, and these are the things that we're talking about, E. Brown. Sanford and Son started in 1972.
Wow.
We weren't born until 77, E. Brown. And the fact that you can recall those episodes and those reruns. Here's the funny thing. It literally only went from 1972 to March of 1977. And the fact that you can recall that is equivalent to these people today saying that we can recall Martin episodes. My brother, it's time for you to stop watching these reruns. As I deviate. Go ahead, please.
Well, listen, all right. So you vacillated a little bit. That's great. But I just want to also pay a compliment to V12. V12 is our shade tree philosophy. Okay. Now V is our shade tree philosophy because V called it just right on Friday night with those Colorado fans. He told them that, hey, listen, you guys are in for it, and you're gonna miss your star player. And lo and behold, V, you the Nostradamus of the podcast, okay? You call it like it was, and yesterday it played out exactly the way you said it on Friday night to those delusional Colorado fans.
That was Saturday. That was Saturday, V12. That was Saturday they played. Just trying to help you out. But go ahead.
Yeah, no. V12 called them out on your show
Friday. We had the conversation, whatever that was. Yeah.
And then Saturday the game all came to fruition. Stop it. All right, now, hey, listen. Now, let's.
Thanks, Brown.
Let's evaluate what we've gone through so far. Let's evaluate the phase one of the season so far. Let's evaluate phase.
Oh my God, I got people calling in, E. Brown. You got 2 minutes.
All right. Listen. Okay, now the University of Miami. What have we learned about the University of Miami?
That we great.
Okay, we learned that we have moved out of the scrub zone era. We've learned that we have established a great offensive line. We learned that we can run the football. We learned that Mr. Davis, number 22 on the defense, that boy can play football. He's a dog. We learned that. Okay. So now, what other thing we learned is we learned that the ACC is a good conference. It's a darn good conference. We have the good teams in the ACC, more so than the SEC, who all of these delusional fans think that they're the best conference or what have you. We have established several football teams within the ACC who are capable of beating our team if we take them lightly. That's what we've learned so far in phase one. Phase two, we're about to get into phase two now. Because now that we have this week where we're going to be off. Normally in the past, when our team come out of a bye week, we go into the next game and we play like crap. Okay? Mm-hmm. Let's see if we learn our lesson. Let's see if we learned our lesson. Let's see if we moved on from the old University of Miami to this new team that's beginning to make a name for itself. Let's see if we're going to do that. Let's see if we're going to go and play Georgia Tech, and then eventually North Carolina, and then see if we're going to play a football game and win these games, or we're going to lay down and lose these games in succession and end up not winning 6 games this year. Let's see where we're going to go with it. Those are the questions. Those are the things that I'm looking for. So we have to slow our roll with we're going to win the ACC and we're going to do this. We need to slow our roll a little bit. Slow our roll, and let's see what's going to happen in the first quarter of our next game. In the first quarter of our next game will tell us where we're at as a football team thus far. That's what we're going to do. And getting back to the conversation about the wide receiver from Florida State. Listen, I like Colby Young, but Colby Young would be on the bench if he was playing with Florida State right now. He would be on the bench. Those guys are dogs, okay? That Florida State football team, we've learned about that Florida State football team is that they have a good wide receiver core. They have an experienced quarterback, okay, and they have some flaws, okay. They have flaws. The flaw is their head coach. The head coach is so caught up on trying to win games that he makes plenty of mistakes during the game. He makes plenty of mistakes. All right. Second thing is that the defense. They have one person on that defense that we need to worry about, and that's that kid Verse. Verse is the guy that we need to block. Verse is the guy we need to attack. We need to stay away from that kid. He can play football. But if we do it that way, now if Florida State would have put their power play into play, because their power is their running backs. They have a good running core. They have a good running back core, but they don't use them because, like I said about the head coach, he goes away from it. If he utilizes those running backs that he has, and then he sets up that passing game, that team, Florida State, will, like I said at the beginning of the season, before the season started, gentlemen, I think Florida State's going to win the national championship this year. That's how good they are. All right? That's how good they are. And where we, the University of Miami, our games right now, the spotlight for us right now is the University of North Carolina.
10 seconds.
And then Clemson.
Right.
Okay? Those are the two things, and then we'll move on. All right?
All right.
Listen, I just wanted to say that, and I want to get the philosopher's input on it. I like the philosopher. He has some great input, and I want to get his input on it.
All right. Real quick, I just want to say this before you philosophize, my brother. E. Brown, I just want to let you know that Ellen and Shad donated their 2 minutes to you at $4.99 each, and that might be something new. If y'all want to hear these people talk more, we might have to go ahead and give more than 2 minutes and go ahead and we might start something. Y'all might have started something. But as V12, the great philosopher, please respond to Loquacious E. Brown, if you wouldn't mind.
Loquacious, that's good. I like that.
I like it. So one thing I'm going to say is that I don't foresee Florida State winning anything close to a national championship. I want to start there. Period. They do have a competitive football team. They've shown to have put a good product. It started from last year. That's how they got the ranking. They played very well, so they deserve the ranking that they received. They won some football games, and they brought in some people, so they're playing very well. Of course, Keon Coleman, I think will be a first round receiver coming out of Florida State. I mean, he moves very well. He's fluid. He can catch the ball. He can go. As far as the U, I agree with you. I like how you broke it down in phases. This is the second phase of our season, and I do believe that we have a couple of benchmarks. So we're going to start it off with Georgia Tech. If we can get through these next couple of games, those are going to be our benchmarks, and then we get into the other games, the North Carolinas, the Clemson, the Florida State. So we have work to do. Like I'm going to tell everyone that we have work to do, and it starts the week after next. After this is bye week, we have to come out. We have to continue the momentum. We have to continue to play our game, and we have to have a good showing when Georgia Tech comes to Miami. We have to have a good showing. It can't be one of these, 21-17 games. We need to show the dominance that we've been showing the entire season.
Thank you for vacillating, V12. Let's go ahead and push this thing.
For Vaseline? What do you say?
Thank you, man. Thank you for the vacillating V12 as we knock this out. Hey, that boy Pilo say I'll pay $4.99 for you not to take E. Brown call. Listen, we about to have a bidding war on who you E. Brown. But man, I gotta let you go because the chat is actually loading up in here, man. But I appreciate you can always hang out in the back and I'll come back to you because E. Brown, that's my man. You know what I mean? But appreciate it, man. Appreciate you talking about Florida State gonna win the net. And real quick, people talking about Sanford and Son is a great show, right? But we watched it as reruns. He watched it as they came out every Thursday, 8 p.m. That's the difference, guys. That's just like saying the kids today, oh, Martin is a great show. It is, but we watched it when it happened. They watching reruns on MTV and VH1. So that's the difference. Appreciate you, man.
Yes, sir.
All
Have a
right.
good night, gentlemen.
All right.
You do the same.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Brown in the building, man. All right. Let me get to Chris Canes for like, all right. 2 minutes, Chris, unless they're going to pay that money.
Butterfly.
Oh,
Butterfly
God.
donated.
Butterfly.
Come on, with E. Brown. Bring him back on.
He go.
Okay.
Oh, no, he's still back there. Chris, talk to me, man.
Man, what's going on, Coach? What's going on, V12? What's going on with y'all, fellas?
Man, we got a lot going on, man. Hold up real quick. Butterfly 88 for the $5. 2 minutes for E. Brown. Being that my mother works at Georgia Tech and I'm from the A, I'm tuning into that game. You might have to come in. Hey, you might have to come. Yeah, you might have to come to the Champagne Room, Butterfly 88. That's where it go down. That's where you're going to watch.
Hey, Butterfly, since you claiming the A, we talking about Bankhead Shouty? Or what we talking about? Oh, Nat. Put it in the chat where you from, because everybody want to claim the A.
No, I'm leaving all that alone. Hey, Vex Kane 36, 189 FSU struggled against a poorly coached Clemson. But y'all popping them in here today. I'm gonna get to you, Chris. I'm gonna start you over. And then as well as hold on, I got a lot got a lot going on. And Terry Hanley in the building. That boy dropped a $10 one. A moment of silence for Clemson.
They get you nothing.
All right. So we're gonna definitely find out. We'll see what's up, man. Hey, y'all might hit us up, Butterfly. Georgia Tech. Yeah, we're gonna whoop them good. But anyway, all right. Simpson Road. All right, here we go. Chris, talk to us, man. What's your thoughts about the game, man? What's your thoughts here? You got two. We had a bidding war for a minute.
I think overall we did good. You know, it was a great win for the Canes, stuff like that. We didn't do nothing spectacular we didn't do nothing basically that we wasn't supposed to do. We were supposed to go in there, we were supposed to dominate, we were supposed to go in there, let them know who we are, get ass back on the plane, come back home.
That's right.
Basically. We still got some work to do. I know we got some people that are out. Hopefully they're rested. Hopefully they're not hurt no more. And they're just waiting for ACC play because they're going to need them. But with the way that the guys stepped up and Corey County played a really good game, I just feel that we just handled our business the way that we needed to. And the fact that we dominated the way we did, that was good. There's still some key things that we need to work on. Some key things like leaving the middle open and basically just, letting that just be wide open the way like Ray Buddy caught the ball into Corey Couchman for the interception, missed it, and then he just broke off. And if it wasn't for James Williams picking him up, he would basically scored a touchdown. We just got to work on those key things, and we're going to keep it tight and just basically, being more dominant as far as that. But other than that, overall performance, I gave about a B+. Not bad. B+ A-.
And that's the dip. Yeah.
Yeah. Pretty much it. What do y'all think?
I think that's
12. Go ahead. Talk to me.
That's a great point you make. That's the difference between the last year team and the this year team. Yeah, we're giving accolades and we're happy, but they're handling the games that they're supposed to handle. And that's all we were saying from last year. These games, how we handle them now, that should have happened last year. You know what I'm saying? But I guess you have to have this adversity in order to move forward. You're exactly right. Now, and I hate to quote E. Brown, I agree. Now we're going into a different phase of what's going on. Let's see if we can bring that same momentum. I agree with your assessment on the defense as well. My concern, we get into better ACC play, are the corners. Couch did his thing, but the middle is wide open, and we still have issues with the wheel routes coming out the backfield. But we have some things we need to work on there. But when we play dynamic receivers who can make us pay, that's going to become an issue. So we have to work on that thing. And then hopefully we get back Cam sooner than later as we get into the ACC play.
Yeah, I love it, man. Well, Chris, I appreciate it. Like I said, I agree. I know this is both of us up here. We kind of got the same sentiment in there. As things get tough, we tell you your mistakes will show if you don't get it corrected. And so hopefully and knowingly that Coach Cristobal and his staff will get those things corrected as we get in a tougher play, man. But I appreciate it, man. Thanks, Chris.
Thank you, Chris.
And Oh, one other thing. Today I went by my man Trevor's store today. Just to put my eyes.
Oh,
on
you
him,
did?
Make sure he was
Oh, wow.
good and everything like that. Yeah, I went by the store. Well, look here. That store that you got advertised for the whenever you first start the show, it don't look like that no more. It does not look like that no more. It is completely bigger.
Really?
He has gotten way more stuff. Yes, sure.
Nice.
Yes.
So he's talking about Interstate
And,
Sports Gifts, our sponsor that's on here. He's in Savannah, Georgia, and I know Chris is kind of up around that way. So he stopped by there.
Yeah.
And Chris, I do appreciate you for even introducing him to me. So thank you for that, my brother. But he does ship stuff, and E. Brown has gotten some stuff, got it in 2 days. And so, hey, guys, go check him out, Interstate Sports Gifts. You'll see it pop up right below the phone number here in a second. But the information is in the description as well, man. I'm telling you, go check it out, man.
Right.
And you know what, Coach? I even see things with E. Brown. He even sent I even seen a picture, when the Canes, they got these symbols and everything. It was established in 1925 and everything. They got a picture of E. Brown on the first cheerleading squad. He was the one like holding up the girls back in 1937.
Wow.
He was the main one that was there holding it. Got his autograph. We got E. Brown on there.
That's awesome. Man, y'all clap it up for E. Brown being in the class of 1937 for the Miami Hurricane. Y'all clap it up for E. Brown.
I'm telling you, y'all don't know about E. Brown. E. Brown is a legend. E. Brown was the first cheerleader that was up there that had the bullhorn and everything like that. Then he used to make food stamps back in 1958. And he's the one that made the book of food stamps that made them color coded. He designed that.
Oh my God!
And for the ones that couldn't read color and the ones that was colorful, that didn't have no color or anything, he used to put the ones that had the little letters and stuff on it so they'll know. And if you were blind, he put Braille on them. E. Brown was the one that did all of that. He also played a double in Uptown Saturday Night with Bill Cosby and Sidney Poitier. He did all of that kind of stuff. Man, E. Brown is a legend, bro. With that apple hat and them green bottoms. Guess who? Let me tell you something. Remember them shoes from I'm Gonna Get You Suckers?
With the goldfish in them? With the goldfish in them?
Bro, who fish tank you think those came out of?
Those were E. Brown's fish out of his fish tank?
Those was E. Brown fish, and those weren't no goldfish. Those was platinum with a gold tip on them. Man, E. Brown is a legend, boy.
A legend, boy.
E. Brown is a legend.
I appreciate it, Chris. Don't tell no more stories because we're going to have so many shows. If you tell all the history, then we can't stretch it out. So, man, you hit us with enough.
I ain't going to tell you no more.
Yeah.
I ain't going to tell you no more, brother. I got a 9-inch yellow page full of stuff. And a matter of fact, he's the one that wrote the first 500 pages of 9-inch yellow pages. Because he was there for everything.
Oh, my God. E. Brown, the legend, boy.
Oh, trust me.
I love it. But listen, let me push on, man.
First person to make paint.
You telling all the stories, Chris. All right, brother. Appreciate it. Well, I tell you, I had to cut it, but you're gonna give all the goods away, right? Come on, you can't show the whole movie in the trailer. You understand what I'm saying? We gotta monetize this thing some kind of way. Let me give some Dono love. I saw Muhammad in here. Hopefully Muhammad will call back. Let me see here. FSU will lose against Duke, and for us, for sure. All right. Rob 9968 for the $5. Coach, appreciate your show. I really catch it live, but listen to the next day at work. Appreciate the content. Thank you for that, man. I really do. Who else am I missing? Am I missing anybody else? I got a lot going on right now. Hold up. Shit. All right. I think I've caught up. All right. Well, E. Brown, boy, is a legend. E. Brown's still on the phone back here. He ain't gonna hang up. Anyway, let me get to the next caller right here. 6451. Caller, talk to us. Give us your name. Where you calling from?
Get down, Brian. Hurricane since 1993.
Hold on, get down. I'm warming my hands up. Get down.
I'm not coming to basculate E. Brown. I ain't coming to toast him. I'm coming to slapolate E. Brown.
Let's get it.
One, E. Brown looking in the rearview mirror too much. He's still comparing us to the 20. Tell him to turn the page. It's slap him so he can slap himself and turn the page. We are 4-0. We've done what we wanted to do. We've done what we expected to do, and we got a week off, and we looking at Georgia Tech. So instead of vasculating, we slapolating. Now, I want to get to some X's and O's and Jimmy and Joe. Hey, 12, you in the building. What's up, man?
What's up, my brother?
Are not like nobody else. We slapping people around. Georgia Tech next. They ran a fake punt on us and scored a touchdown 2 years ago. But you know what I did, Coach? I took my rearview mirror down because I don't look in the past. I'm looking ahead. Who drives looking backwards? You're gonna be going backwards.
Not me.
And I'm tired of hearing about Florida State. Florida State, November the 11th, Veterans Weekend, give me all that Florida State. Yeah, you know, thank you, Coach. We just slapping them around, man.
Hey, hold on.
I'm excited about what's going on. I got my football etch-a-sketch going on. I'm shaking it up, and Georgia Tech next, Coach.
Hey, get down, Brown, from 19. Listen, hold on, get down, Brown. You said don't nobody drive looking backwards, but guess what I do? I slap.
Nobody drive looking backwards, Coach.
I slap your ass looking backwards. Watch this. Because I don't play them games. I slap you again looking backwards because I don't play them games.
Looking in your rearview mirror.
That's right. That's right.
Ride on 826 looking in the rearview mirror. You can't go down US 1 and get down to the state looking in the rearview mirror.
That's right. That's right.
And the 2023 Miami Hurricanes 4-0 in the top 20 with 7 days to heal up and lick our wounds. We ain't looking in the rearview mirror. So, Ebron, the greatest and the original cheerleader, stop hating on my football team, man. I'm not going to vacillate you. I ain't going to toast you. I might just roast you, Ebron, and my last name Brown. So
slap
let's get it together, man.
Slap him. Matter of fact, hey, LMV just gave us $5 more for 2 more minutes to slap him some more. Don't hold back. Hey, in the words of Michael Jackson, don't stop till you get enough. Keep working him.
And listen, and my nickname good, so I can't get enough. I'm greedy, man. I love this orange and green. Listen, I love my receiver room right now. I'm loving my running back.
Let's go.
I'm loving that DB room. Our best defensive player ain't even playing. Our best offensive lineman ain't played, Ebron.
Sucker.
What are you talking about? We slapping them around. So I don't want to hear about no Florida State. Huh? That's a boy school.
I'm about to slap myself.
I see them back. I see them Veterans Day weekend.
12, slap yourself, 12.
Man, Ebron, I'm slapping so much I might slap myself. I got my... Come on, man.
Slap yourself. Listen. Slap yourself. And I need to hear it on the phone. Slap yourself.
Slap myself, Mel Tucker style.
Hold up. Slap yourself.
Mel Tucker style.
Coach, I'm just listen. Hey, real quick.
We out of control.
Be greedy and hog it up, man. Coach, best platform, best podcast. I look forward to it every week. Like I look forward to watching them boys with that U on the helmet. And the T-shirt you got on, Coach,
yes, sir.
I got it on up here, baby. I'm in the right club. I'm in the right business. 12. Hey, man, I love what y'all boys doing. I'm holding it down up here. I'm flying my flags real high, and it's a Category 5. Category 5 storm coming real soon, man. I love Mario Cristobal and that new coaching blood we got. That defensive coordinator, offensive coordinator, Kevin Beard, the receiver coach, that Hurricane blood, him and Cristobal, I'm loving it. And do me a favor, Ebron. Take down your rearview mirror and stop driving backwards, man. Get out of 1937. Now come on with these Hurricanes before I slap. Coach, I'm gone, man. Love you, bro.
God damn, I'm tired. Coach tired, man. I'm tired. Hold on. Hold on, let me take a sip. I just powered up. Keep going, dog. You got 54 seconds. I ain't having it. Get him. Talking about these Hurricanes. And hey, matter of fact, slap my dog right there, V12, because he ain't gonna look motivated. You want to give him one right now?
Wake him up. Yeah,
get him.
He about to listen to Ebron a little too much. Yeah, he agrees with Ebron.
I'm gonna slap myself with y'all in the round.
Hey, man. Hey, love you guys. Great podcast. Yeah, 12, what's up, baby?
I said I'm gonna slap myself with y'all in the round. I do mine.
I'm gonna slap you now.
All right, listen, man. Hey, Coach, best podcast in the world.
Man.
Thank you, man.
Look forward to November 11th when you get to Tallahassee, man.
Tallahassee live.
Go Canes, go Canes, go Canes.
Yes, sir. All right.
Yes, sir.
Whew.
All right, Coach.
God, he even tired. Hey, get down Brown, Kane fan from 1983. That boy finna go lay down. He tired. I don't think. All right, brother. Thank you, man. I gotta put. I gotta put his name in here because if I don't, I gotta get prepared for his call. God dang. Hold on. God dang, that thing worse than a Peloton. That boy, that'll be ready. Dang, he hung up too fast and lost his number. God, I get coming back. Hey, this thing right here, that Slapathon better than a Peloton. Woo. All right, coming to the stage. 02515. 0215. Call or talk to us. Coaching here getting it down. All right, here we go.
What's up, Coach?
Talk to you sound a little serious. All right, here we go. Let's get real. What's your name, brother?
Jay, man, from Gainesville, man.
Jay from Gainesville. What's up?
Yeah, I called in before a few months back, but so FSU, I'm telling you straight up, man, from what I saw, I'm such a hater, man. My homeboy's FSU fan, so I rode up there with him, right? 8-hour drive.
Did you have on your green and orange, though? Did you have on your green and orange?
Yes, I did. I was the only one there.
Okay, thank you.
Only reason why I go to FSU games when they're not playing Miami just so I can be there to see a loss.
I love it.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, me too. I'm not end of the year, but I'm pretty damn close. So FSU didn't win that game, man. Clemson lost that game. Not even including overtime. That kick was a damn near extra point, man. FSU fans don't say jack, man, until they know they don't win the game. It was quiet. I feel like we can take them this year, man. Straight up. What do you think?
I love it, dog. I'm so excited. In the words of I'm being serious. Can I get
yards through 3 quarters?
Yeah, can I get a hell yeah? In the words of Stone Cold Steve Austin. Hell yeah.
Oh, hell yeah. But I'm asking you legitimately, man. If they only had 22 rushing yards against Clemson, what do they say about the offensive line or the running backs?
They said they only got 22 yards and they got some work to do. And we ain't finna give it to them. Talk to them, 12.
Yeah, but like I said, I watched that game as well. I mean, it was a tough struggle for FSU. They had to go down to Death Valley, so it's hard to play. It's hard to play there. My concern about FSU, and we have to remember a couple of things too. Jordan Travis did play hurt. We can beat them this year. I'm confident we can beat them this year, but we have to be able to build up to that game on the 11th. So what I want to do, I want to observe these next few games, and I'll let you know definitively how it's gonna go down when we get to Tally Ho, because it's gonna be a good one. And Clemson, although they're down, they're still a competitive team. Will Shipley was running the ball, and the quarterback was throwing it around. I mean, they played well. So I'm gonna give the credit to Florida State to go down there and win it in OT, and they were putting them down for the entire game, back and forth. They were putting them down. For them to come back, you got to give them the credit. One thing we got to make sure we have to be mentally tough, like Jordan Travis. Go ahead.
The turnover kind of helped them come back also. I mean, they only really
absolutely. Well, let me tell you something. That was the play of the game, and that was a well-timed blitz. Well-timed blitz, play of the game that brought them back. I agree, but remember, that's part of football. Offense, defense, and special teams. Yeah, and that's what really catapulted them to getting back in the game. I agree with you 100%. Without that hit and that fumble recovery all the way down, it's probably a different ball game. They probably go down.
Yes, sir.
I really don't have nothing to say about the fly. I didn't even see the Florida State game, so I really don't have any input, man, due to the circumstance. But I'm gonna leave it up to velocifying V12. We've changed the word because we are such great philosophers and philosophonomics. I'm just making up words up in this joint. So no, you're 100% right, man. But I appreciate you, dog. Let me go ahead and push this thing on because we getting close to the 8:30 mark.
Cool, man. Thank y'all.
Yeah, thank you, man. Appreciate it. All right, real quick, I just want to say one thing is I'm gonna get ready to close the chat. So if anybody else wants to call in, please do so now. I know we had a lot, but man, we had a lot of fun in this show today. I want to say this real quick. Shad 1419 for the 499 says a great philosopher V12 said 10-2 and 7-5 the same thing. Would you care to rebut that?
I have one thing to say about
Loquaciously?
that. The one thing you have to realize, I'm always put myself in a situation where I can kind of do it. That was last year, Shad. Get into the new year. That was last year. Shad, that was last year. I ain't said a word this year. Pull the tape. That was last year. Now we got some new things going on. So I haven't gone there yet. So we gonna see. But I like you, Shad. I like how you're.
He tried to sneak that one in there.
Yeah, you're very, very keen. I like that, Shad. But one thing I'm gonna say about
Shad. Listen, one thing I'm gonna say about Shad, that boy got a great memory.
That boy,
his fantasy draft team is called Coach Hayes Chevy Blazer with the Daytons.
Yep. Nigga Chelsea League said, I got you 12. Yeah, I ain't said nothing this year. I've been holding my mule. I ain't said nothing.
My mule. I hold him. I ain't heard it in a long time. All right, I got J Love T back here. J Love T about to come with this fire. He always asks these real tough questions. And listen, my hand. I see Hoodie Girl in the building, aka Melissa, aka Hoodie Girl. Hello from work. Had to check in with the eyeballs. I'm loving it. Appreciate you always supporting Hoodie Girl. But I'm so slap happy right now. Like, I might get carpal tunnel on this thing, man. I slap cat so much. I think I done sprained my wrist. But J Love about to come in here with this fire. And we about to see what he talking about. J Love T, the floor is yours, my brother.
Good evening, fellas. Happy Sunday, man. I'm a little late. Listen, man, I want to give a shout out to the Miami Dolphins and the Miami Hurricanes. If you from South Florida, this is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful weekend. Let me also give another round of applause to Shannon Dawson. Hurricane fans, I was wrong. CVD looks like his old self. Thank God. And to me, college football is better when FSU and Miami is at the top. I'm glad FSU pulled what they pulled yesterday. They had to.
I agree.
So now when we play them, it's more entertaining. It would have been messed up if they would have lost. So I want to be honest, dog. I want to give FSU that first L. Nobody else. I don't know. I'm greedy like that. You feel me?
I like.
So now V12 already answered it, so he ain't ducking no smoke. Hey.
Hold up. You sound
bro.
Do you want smoke?
Bro. Yo.
We want
bro.
Smoke.
Come on.
Fire up that funk, J Love T. Fire it up.
Your voice kind of went a little low. It went from deep to high pitch. Come on now. Do you think we got a chance against FSU? Can you guarantee the FSU? Can you pick the cojones up against FSU?
I got him up in the air right now. And we gonna beat FSU.
Hey, we go hey on FSU. Listen, let me tell you this. I'm glad you made that point. 2 points I want to say. I appreciate that's the difference between Miami fans and the Bluff fans. You came here and you apologized to Shannon Dawson. That's a lot of respect. That's what we're talking about. That's a lot. And I want to clap it up for that. You got to clap that up. Because some people, they don't do that. Right? You apologize. You apologize to the man. There's nothing wrong with that. Everybody ain't right all the time. So I respect that. The second thing I want to say to you is I agree with you. I think I was talking to Coach. I didn't want them to lose yesterday. Because I'm saying going into that game, I wanted us both undefeated. That's going to make it for a primetime game. As a matter of fact, the last I checked, they haven't even scheduled the game yet, Coach. If we on this path, we going into prime time. Maybe 8 o'clock game. What you think, Coach?
I'm with it. Yeah. I don't care. We play at 2 in the morning.
Yeah.
We could play in the mall parking lot, as long as it's 100 yards.
Let me answer your question. I want to take these next few games going into ACC play to see how we handle ourselves, and I'll let you know soon enough. Like I say, I'm gonna do. You know, when you got your girl and she come in and she gonna tease you. I'm gonna tease y'all until we get to that game. So I wanna, don't get too flirty now. I'm gonna tease y'all until we get to that game. But I'll let you know what I got going on when we get there. But I want to take these next few games, take a look at it, see what's going on. But guess what? I want us to be undefeated. When we going to Tallahassee, we're going to tear the house down. We owe them.
Another thing, too.
Brick by brick.
You know what I love about this year? Kane fans, and thanks to Coach Hayes and also Wholesome One. Shout out to Wholesome One.
Shout out to Wholesome.
We're much better at taking it at one game at a time. You see that? Nobody is jumping to 12-0 and 11-0. We're actually taking it one game at a time. You feel me? And I love that. Last but not least, I saw the game. I'm sorry, Hayes. I'm gonna do this every week until they offer this kid. I saw the game on ESPN2. Mario, Kevin Beard, Shannon Dawson. Do not make me email you guys. Do not make me send letters to you guys. Please offer Cedric Bailey from Chaminade. I've seen enough. If we want the 5-star receiver, get their quarterback. Please get Cedric Bailey. Por favor, s'il vous plaît, comment ça? Vous venez le coucher avec moi, whatever language we can put it in. Please offer that savage and let's bring him home. Good night, fellas. Happy Sunday. God bless. And hey, you feel me? I see you on another one, man. And
Thank you,
guys
man.
Keep this positive as you're going.
Thank you, man. J-Lo-T, that boy hit all the language. That boy, that parle Creole, that boy, Espanol, that boy English, that boy hit them all. All I can tell you in Spanish is I can tell you in Creole. I can tell you in Creole, griot. You understand me? I can tell you in English, man, off of that boy. And I can tell you in let me see
what
here.
From yard? What about from yard?
Bring my boy home, huh? Rastafarian rice and peas. That's all I can tell you, dog. You know what I'm saying? That's all. Get that boy to the crib, man. Anyway, let me push this on.
Bring him home.
I got so much going on right now. All right. Studio One Live. I see E. Brown gonna always hang out because he don't know how to hang the phone up. He don't know. He think when you put the phone down, like E. Brown try to hang up a smartphone by putting the face down. He like you know you put the old phone down on the hook. He think you hang it up, so he still be on here, but I don't know if he's still on here. Studio One Live is back in, and remember, Chris, I'm gonna lock you right now because we getting out of here.
The conference has been locked.
All right, Studio One Live. Come on, talk to. What's your comment here, brother?
That's because he the kind of dude that you know how when somebody call, hey, telephone, and he'll pick it up in the other room. He'll act like he hang it up.
Yeah.
He's dropping on the conversation.
Yeah, he eavesdropping. Act like he done hung it up. Yeah. Talk to us real quick, man. What's your thoughts?
I mean, Ebron made me call back in, and I'm glad he's still on the line because he can't be a Kane fan to make those comments about number 4 is a dog. First of all, what he did. He had 3 good and nice little touchdowns against LSU. Well, dude fell and he broke and he ran on in. I don't see much. If you compare the two, I don't see where he's better. Secondly, Coach Hayes.
I'm listening.
You remember when he called in and apologized on your show and he was hating on the Oracle and we had to straighten him.
You know what I did to him?
He's a hater.
Punk mother.
Listen, he's deep down really wishing we lose. He the type of dude that we hope for your downfall so he can say, I told you so. I told you. He really waiting on it. Each win is hurting him right now. And he's not a fan. He fell out of love. He that type of dude when he left his girl because he thought she wasn't good enough. Now she the shit. Now he can't admit he doing good and man, your heart broken.
I feel you. All right. I gotta wrap this up.
I tried to warn him though.
You did try to warn him.
I tried to warn him. I said the tough talk. We ain't heard this. This for real.
I got
you. We scrubs.
We ain't no scrub. Slap that dude, mother. Talking about we scrub. We ain't scrub. You better eat scrub, daddy.
He was waiting on the Texas A&M game. He said he was waiting on the Texas A&M game. See how we do. We smashed it. Now what? Now we gotta wait. Let's wait to see this game and just wait to see that game. Man, you ain't no Kane.
All right. Okay, here we go. I appreciate it, dog. Thank you, studio. I got to get out of here because I'm getting off of this deal. I got to run. Appreciate you, dog. Hey, man, we need them soccer things, too. Stop playing. Why you always be playing with the soccer stuff? You trying to win all the bets to yourself? Is that what it is?
I be want to talk about this Steve Kane, too. I don't want to get all focused on that. They don't know what they're doing. It's only a few people know what they're doing.
I love it, then.
They're locked in. I'm waiting on the game right now. I got about 3 parlays about to hit. These 3 teams go ahead and win these last 3 games. Tapatio, about to score right now. Tapatio in Mexico. Let's go. I'm smashing them too. I'm paying my bills like that, boy.
You got one more? You got one more? I need one more. I need one more of the international games. Talk to me.
No. That's who's gonna win for me now. They about to score now.
Man, I need one more. Come on, studio. You the soccer god. Come on.
I think they all ain't no more. Ain't nobody. Okay, tonight.
Yes, come on.
Tonight is 2 games.
Who is it?
And Costa Rica, Guatemala, Xyla-Zu. Xelaju. That's how you spell it. Xyla-Zu.
And else?
Then you got Millonarios in Colombia. Millonarios. Them 2 boys locked. I got them on a parlay about to hit them for about 700 tonight. Let's go.
I love it. Listen, real quick. That is, listen, I normally do it the other way around, but that is the soccer god. I just want to make sure I put it up there, let y'all know. Studio, I appreciate it, man. Thanks, brother.
I got them locks.
Beijing Professional, Shandong Tyson, Shanghai Shenhua. Give y'all some locks tonight, boy.
Studio One Live, a.k.a. Soccer God.
Better listen to the soccer god. That boy got them locks up there, 12. And we get into our last
what about Gully God?
Chris Kane, appreciate you.
You know that one? You know Gully God?
I know Pele.
You don't know Gully God?
Real quick. Chris, you got 30 seconds, Chris.
Gully
Talk
God.
to us, Chris.
Yeah, I just want to let y'all know, man, yeah, something wrong with E. Brown for real, man. Like, how you gonna sit there and talk all that crap about us, man? And you want to wait, you want to do this, you want to do that. Like, bro, like, what is there for us to do? Yes, we have to take one game at a time. Ain't nobody jumping and nobody doing all of that. Oh, yeah, we 12-0, this, that, and the third. Nah, I'm good. We take one game at a time. It's a whole different year, whole different staff, whole different DNA on that field, bro. The whole simple fact is that my man Studio One, he might be a little eccentric, but he ain't wrong. Because it seems like it's like you got on a Florida State jersey up under that shirt, bro.
Ooh, E. Brown, they coming for you.
That's being a dog, all this other type of bullshit, and the pontification and dystification. You know what I smell, Coach, in V12? Bullshitification. That's what I smell. That's what I smell with everything else that's going on with this dude. Like, you want to sit here and want to watch us have our downfall, so you can sit there and say, yeah, I told you he was some scrubs. I told you he was this. Like, I don't think you understand what this is. As a Kane fan, you're supposed to root for good, bad, ugly, opinionated, different, whatever it is. That's what running the DNA. So I don't know where you came from. I don't know what planet you was born from. But in this motherfucker right here, we Kane fans. And we're going to ride or die with our team. We either going to
give it to him, dog. Give it to him.
Crash hard. That's how we are as Kane fans. I don't want to hear no money about no damn scrubs. The only thing you need to scrub is your ass. That's the only thing you need to scrub right now.
Get him.
Okay? I don't want to hear nothing about that crap. Because that's the type of stuff, like that, all BS aside, like that's the type of stuff that make me question your loyalty. And for me right now, partner, I don't care how old you are. You ain't got none in my book.
Oof.
For real. Because you always going back and forth about what we ain't this, we ain't that. Have you not watched the game? Take them big ass glasses and put them on so you can actually see the game. We're not the same team we were last year. We weren't the same team that we was 2 years ago, 5 years ago, 10 years ago.
Oh,
like what more do you need to see, bro? Seriously,
y'all scrub,
real shit.
Y'all blow the scrub hub up. Y'all blow it up in the chat. All the members, throw them green scrubs up on there. Because guess what? Guess what? I'm going to show you how messy I am. I'm messy. E. Brown has entered the ring.
Go ahead. Matter of fact, you know what? I was about to go ahead and
E. Brown.
Real quick.
I'm here. I'm here. I'm listening to a bunch of delusion. I'm listening to delusion right now. But go ahead. I'm listening.
I'm out of control, dog. I'm out of control.
I'm listening to you. Go ahead.
No. See, my whole thing is this with you. Are you a fan or not? Are you loyal to the game or not? Are you loyal to the green and orange, or are you loyal to everybody else that isn't? Speak your mind.
I'm loyal to the green and orange. I'm loyal to the green and orange.
Hold on, you said let him speak. You got hold up. Hey, hold on. Remember, it's a computer. It's trying to differentiate the voices. So if you got to speak, let him say his piece, and then you go back and forth. I'm here for it.
Yeah, I'm loyal to the green and orange, but you gotta when you run into a situation where you bring reality into a conversation, you gotta speak reality. You can't be delusional all the time. Okay, all right. I'm a UM fan from a long way back.
We could tell.
I'm a UM fan from a long way back, and for the last 20 years, I've been mired in Scrub Dome, and I just got tired of it. Okay, I got tired of it. And if you don't realize that you're mired in Scrub Dome and you don't speak about it, it'll continue. What do they say about things that when you allow things to continue, when you allow things to happen and you don't say anything about it, it continues. I got to say something about it. Even though I'm a fan, I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be a realist at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
And in order to be a realist, you gotta speak. You gotta speak what's going on. Now, if that offends you, then you know I could get with Studio One, and then I can go back into the Wizard of Oz, and then let the wizard speak to me and say all kind of stuff to me, like send me back to Kansas in a tornado. Okay.
Hold up, Coach just got super messy. Studio One Live is on here. I done got super messy, 12. You know, Studio, talk to us.
You know, Studio. Now, Studio got that radio voice. Okay, he got that radio voice, and sometimes he sound like he could play the wizard in the Wizard of Oz because he got that voice. You know, I'm gonna see you back to Kansas with if you don't clap your heels 3 times. And stuff like that, you know, clap your heels 3 times, and I'm gonna send you back to Kansas.
305 like in the chat. But, you know, 305 in the chat.
You gotta
go ahead.
You gotta be a realist. You know?
E. Brown, what's your record prediction then? Now, at this point on what you done saw.
Well,
12 on crazy.
Based on what I've seen thus far, my prediction for the season is that we're gonna win 8 games this year. I've gone from 6
we're only gonna win
8.
4 more games out of 8. We're going 4 and 8. Wait a minute. 4 and 6 the rest of the season. No, 4 and what?
We'll be
4 and 4 the rest of the season. We got 8 more games. Yeah, 4 and 4 the rest of the season. We're going 500 the rest of the season.
In the games that I have a little apprehension on, gentlemen. The game that I have a lot of apprehension on is UNC, Florida State, Clemson, and Louisville. Those are games I'm apprehensive about. And listen, I'm a fan, but I gotta call it. I gotta call it like it is.
I am the same.
Games
all right.
That I have
listen, I love y'all. I got to run. Listen, I just want to do this to get messy.
Those are threat games, the only threat games. If we ain't playing good, they can beat us. I agree with that. But you must agree that you haven't seen a slime or a slip up. No kinks in the armor, no.
All participants
I
are
love
muted.
it. I just had to mute
unmute themselves.
No, they can't. I'm in charge, lady. Don't you do that. All right. 12, I just had to get messy. I hate to mute him out like that. Not being rude, but I just want to have fun with it at the end here. We about to get up off this deal. I just want to say thank you to everybody who donated, everybody who has subscribed, everybody who watches this. Even if you don't say anything in the chat, the fact that you're here, I appreciate it. I know 12 appreciate it, man. We have a good time. I know Flo and the boys coming on here in a minute. I got to get to the good, bad, and ugly for these Kane videos, dog, because we finna put in some work. I just got them in the back. I know they probably still back there talking in the chat. I don't know. But anyhow, I will say this. I do appreciate everybody. Thank you so much. 12, any last words before we get up out this joint?
It's always fun. Hey, listen, I am happy with what I'm seeing right now. And let's just continue this thing. You know, I'm not gonna make any reference to yesteryear. Let's just see what we can do on our own. And right now we're doing a lot of great things. I want it to continue.
Yeah, and like I said, we want to get this thing rock and roll. We're having fun. It's a bye week this week. We will have a show here in the middle of the week. Like I said, I've changed the schedule a little bit due to the season, and I'm trying not to compete. I came on today because of couldn't do the post-game show because of circumstance. So we will be in the middle of the week, the Tuesday, Wednesday type deal because there's no football being played Tuesday, Wednesdays. Thursdays, of course, you got Thursday night football, Friday college, Saturday definitely pre and post game shows, Sunday NFL, Monday NFL. So, like I say, we big dogs, but they on the porch right now, if you understand what I'm saying. So, with that being said, man, I'm up out here 12. Thank you as always. That boy throwing that you up, man. Y'all throw that you up in the building, and we finna make this thing happen. We appreciate y'all. We about this night, man. Peace. Somebody pass me my cane juice. Got E. Brown back here fighting. Chris Kane for life fighting. Studio One that came in and fighting. Can't we all just get along? God almighty. Matter of fact, everybody get slapped. Out of here, man. Go Canes.